All right, Market Roadmap subscribers. It is 5/15/22, May 15th, 2022. It's about 1 in the afternoon. And let's go through the market roadmap for the week, shall we? So, kicking it off, we have ABBV as the headliner, I guess, or the pole position. So, we're kind of stuck right here. We need a move up into this area right here as a confirmation. We're just kind of finding some resistance right here at the bottom of the last consolidation where we gap down, breaking up through there, be an aggressive entry, moving up here, conservative, target up here around 185, stop down here below the roadmap line. All right, moving on. ATVI, this one not as awesome looking, but if we run the fib line from up here down here, we've got to see a move up here as the minimum for an aggressive entry, and then we need a move up through here as a conservative confirmation. We've got stop down below this level right in here at the minimum, and the targets are up there 90, 94. Next up, AVGO. We had a roadmap type set up before. Still kind of looking for these same targets. Still need a break above this previous stuff over here as the main confirmation. We've kind of returned, keeping a higher low, super bullish. The stop can be in this area right here. And we're looking for this to move up through here. And then targets out like 722, 778. Big numbers. All right. CTCI, newcomer to the roadmap list. Looks like we need to move back up above 5 to, I'll put alert here. So move back up in this zone to get something bullish going here. Look like $6.45, $7. All right. FANG, this one kind of messy here. We're going to have to see a move back above these highs right in here to get super bullish on that. That's just the way it is. We got resistance all the way up there. So the fib line runs like this to the lowest low. Stop's going to be down here around 117, 116. Got to see him break out to above really like 147-ish to see 155, 165. All right, GlaxoSmithKline have a higher low situation going on. Secondary bounce to the roadmap line. This is promising looking. It was a higher high. So run from the highest high here to the low here. We are looking for, see this gap right here? This will be the aggressive entry, would be a move up through there. Conservative entry, of course, a move up above the 618 level. Confirmation. Targets out 48, 49, 50. Stop down here below the lows, around 42. All right, HPQ. This looks like came up to the first target before after bouncing. Let's kind of remove this stuff. So we've got this resistance line from where the gap is and all this stuff. So we need to see a firm move up above this schmutz right here. Got to see a move up through there before I would want to get long. Back up in there. Now, targets. It's proven to hit the first target before, so 43, maybe 45 on the upside. Downside, you need to have stop or alerts down around 34, 34.50, somewhere in there. Marriott Hotels, coming up on travel season, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to make more money and their stock's going to go up, but I'd say a move up through 172 here. This level where we had a bunch of highs, we kind of blasted down through, and we've got these pivots. Move up through there is going to be the aggressive entry. Conservative entry, of course, up here. And we can see a move out to 205, 217. Stops are going to be down here below the lows, right in here around, say 159-ish. All right, give yourself a little room. That may be too tight for some people. MO. Nice retrace, right? Bounce right off the roadmap line. Looking for high to low. Yeah, so we got to see a move up. There's not really an aggressive entry so much. There's just an entry right up in there. May want to see it break out to new highs before you get in. 58.61 on the upside. Of course, the stop goes down below here around 50 down in this neighborhood here. All right. Next up, MUR, Murphy Oil. This one did retrace all the way to the roadmap line. I was looking for several oil companies to do this. This one actually did do this in kind of a three-way fashion. That can be very bullish. So we'd be looking for a move back above this consolidation. There's not really an aggressive entry. That's just an all-in-one entry with a move up through there. Looking for 48.52 on the upside. Next up, OIH, 1, 2, 3 down, right to the roadmap line. Beautiful setup. This one, go from the high to the low. Yeah, resistance right at the 618 level. So this one's definitely got to see a move up into this zone, breaking the prior highs. For the entry, stop down around 236-ish, down below the roadmap line. That is a little bit of risk for something like that. If you got in 290, you're going to risk $60 almost for a move up to 330, which would be a 40-point upside, maybe 356. So this one, it is another oil stock that has retraced all the way to the roadmap line. So an ETF, you want to be careful here. The risk reward isn't quite balanced on that one. All right, ON, just poking above the roadmap line there. A little bit different situation. This moves all the way over here to the lower low, and got to see something bullish above 60 aggressively, and maybe you want to see something topping these highs over here. Between 65 and 70 or 69, I guess, somewhere around. You want to see a move up through that zone, really, for confirmation that this thing's going to actually go on out to some targets. 76.83. All right. OVV, Oscar Victor Victor. Looks like highest high, lowest low. We can run the fib tool right off of there and off of here. So no real consolidation in here. So you need to see that at the minimum. And then 62, 67 on the upside. Stop down here below 40. Probably around 40, something like that. At the minimum. That may be, like I said before, that may be too tight for some. You might want to be below this consolidation down here. So keep your risk reward in check. Plains All American Pipeline LP. This one looking a little gunked up. It's obviously been on the roadmap before. I've got the lines on here. Got to see a move up through these prior highs here. Here and here. Right here. Up. Didn't get the line tool. Right here. And this one right here. Need to see a move through those. And then out to 12. Now, stops somewhere down around 10-ish. And that's the minimum. You could go lower. Put a little, it is more risk on it, especially for just a move out to 12 or 13. All right, PBR, not the beer. It is looking like this. We'll need a break back up through here. And that looks bullish out to 17.18. So stop, of course, goes below the roadmap line down around 12.50 or so, like that. All right, PCG, back on the list. It's right in the roadmap line. So we have the bigger pullback at play. Since that's the highest high and the lowest low here, we came up just shy here, so we're gonna have to see some bullish action that tops these tails. And the smaller time frame here, this consolidation, 6 weeks in there, where you have pivots at the minimum, I guess. Aggressively, you could take a position if we broke up through that long there, looking for 13, 14, maybe even 15 on the upside. All right, PFE. This one, it's kind of the same as it was. It did go a little deeper, it looks like. We need to see a move up through this action right here. And so probably wouldn't get in below 57-ish, and then looking for 66 or 71. Your stop, of course, is going to be below. You can take your pick below this low, a little less risk, around 47, or if you want to, not get stopped out, probably down around 45-ish, somewhere in this zone right here. You want to have your stop or below that zone. All right. Pull it down, 45. Yeah. All right. PG. The list is pretty long this week. All right. PG. Lots of stuff looking like it's getting ready to turn. High, lower high, higher low. This thing is set for a potential pop out here. Same sort of deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of consolidation in that zone. At the minimum, need to see a move up through there. That could be the first tip that it's going to go higher. Of course, a break above the high get you to 171, 178, possibly higher extensions, depending on the bullishness of the move and if the bigger market can cooperate. All right, SLB, Schlumberger, I don't know. I'm just the East Tennessee guy. All right, so I'll move up through there. Higher highs. We got to beat these highs right here at this point. So I'll move up through 45 or so. Should take us out to 48, 51 possibly. Stop, of course, below the roadmap line around 36 down in this zone here. All right, I'm not even sure. Tellurian. I don't know. Anyway, high right here, low here. Looks like we've got to see a move at the minimum back up through the 618. Not really any aggressive entries to put any money behind. Somewhere around 350 be your stop. Move out to 734. That could be a worthwhile potential move right there if it's actually going to do something bullish. So 7, 8, 10. Last move was fairly sizable. If we just measured that right there to there, looking for potential move out to the 272, 2618, that area right up there. So all right, T-Mobile purchase Sprint. This is kind of a early breakup retest. All right, the roadmap line is virtually unseeable. High, low. We're gonna have to have probably a move back up through here for a move out to 139, 143. Stop down below the lows around 120. Maybe give it more room. All right, UNH, United Healthcare Group. We have the high here. We have the low here. That's pretty much a straight down move. Nothing. Everything's pretty evenly spaced on the pullback. So this one's going to require a move up into this area of 528 to see a move out to 575, 603, and the stop below the low around 470. WMT. Not quite a perfect touch, but close enough for what we're doing here. So consolidation was right at the 618 there. So we got to see a bullish move up through here to signal that we would see a move out to 164, possibly 169. The stop would go down here below the roadmap line around 144, 145. All right, XLP. Now, of course, this one, if it gets a deeper move, I'd probably reset everything, watch out. But right now, that's the parameters on Walmart. All right, XLP. Let's see. That one just barely touching the roadmap line. Pull back here. Looks like, no solid bounces in between. So I'll move up in here. It's going to be the entry. Stop down here below the roadmap line, of course. And targets up there around 83, 85. And then XLU, last but not least, we've had some prior fib action going on here. So we've got the high we had here, the pullback all the way into the roadmap line, go off the lowest low. So at the minimum, around 73 on the entry for an aggressive break up about back above these highs right here that we had right in there. And then conservative confirmation entry would be around 75 for a move out at 79, 81. Stop goes below the roadmap line, maybe below this consolidation from before, down around 69-ish, something like that. All right, so that's the list for the week. Hope you enjoy it, and make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube later for more content, and check out the description for ways to join the Market Roadmap. All right, see you later. Have a great week. Come back, check me out next week.